Hey there, it is Mrs. Brinston Campbell, Teacher B. I am going to walk you all through the steps and provide audio and video assistance that you will be able to use at a later day. So, our objectives of what we'll be covering in the professional development on Wednesday, September 3rd, 2019 are: by the end of this presentation, teachers will be able to sign into Chrome, find Canvas in your apps, access your dashboard, organize your navigations, create your first module, and create your first bell ringer. And your bell ringer will be either an assignment or a quiz. Our I can statements. So by the time you make it to class and how you are to implement the tools that we'll acquire during our professional development are: I can assist my scholars with logging into Canvas. I can assure that they are all in my courses from their Chromebook and individual Canvas accounts. And I can assist as they complete their very first assignment through the Canvas. So I'm going to briefly review how to access your sign in. One fun fact: if you are unable to access anything Google via the School City East Chicago Google server, if you're unable to open a doc that Ms. Hobson sends out, if you're unable to access a video that I may share, the best bet is to check and see if you are logged into any other account. Because with technology, just like we get confused, your technology may get confused with certain commands that we send to it. So the best way to do that is to click where my mouse is in the top right corner, not this one up here, this here. So if you've signed into the Chrome, if you've signed into Chrome completely on your laptop and you have your bookmarks, you'll be able to access all of this information anywhere you sign in on any computer, anywhere in the world. But for sake of what our purpose is today, um, if you see that you have multiple Google accounts open, just simply sign out of all of them, only leaving your School City East Chicago Google account open. And from there, you'll be able to access everything that you need. Now, to access your Canvas app, you are able to access that through the checkerboard, checkerbox, or waffle. This here is called all of those things: checkerboard, checkerbox, or waffle. So all you have to do is click it and then scroll down. If you don't see it here, click more. And if you don't see it there, scroll down just a tad bit more and you will see Canvas LMS. After you click Canvas LMS, you should be redirected to your Canvas dashboard. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Um, some of your dashboards aren't populated, so you have no courses. You have no courses on your dashboard, so you may think that you don't have any courses at all. But I'm almost certain that I'm hoping that technology has done their due diligence and added all courses for all teachers. But if your Gmail is accurate in Skyward, all of your courses synced over. So, the way to access your courses, you will have to click courses, then click all courses. Now, as you see, if you scroll down, I have 6 courses that are active. I have a training course, and I'm going to add my Middle University, which I will be sharing with all of you via an invite at a later date. So it will have fun tidbits of information that you will be able to access at your leisure. And as I said, for reviewing purposes, and if you need, you are free to review the videos that I'll be sending out. So once you click courses, you'll have to click on all courses. These stars on the left side of the screen will populate your dashboard. So if you see that you have a ton of courses listed, like some teachers have 8 courses and some teachers have 4 courses, depending on what you teach, your course will be different. So I am just going to add Middle University. This is the course that I'll be sharing with all of you so that you will be able to utilize the resources and step-by-step PowerPoints to assist with accessing and personalizing your Canvas and getting to know it better. So as you see, I clicked, this was hollow. I clicked it and filled it up and made it orange. And from there, I'm going to go back to my dashboard and it should pop up. So I had 6 to start off with, and voila, there is my Middle University. Now, because I believe this is kind of less important than this one, I'm going to swap those out. So I just taught you something else. If you would like to organize your courses to better suit you, as I said, personalization, you just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. So I'm going to move this back up here. And there we go. So that is our next step. We've found our courses and we've added our courses to our dashboard. Now we're going to move on to navigations. Now, if you would like to personalize your navigations, I would suggest this because it just makes life easier for your students, your scholars. Now, to update your navigations, all you have to do is click setting. So the navigations are here. So if you want something to show and be accessible to your students, it'll show on that side margin like so. To remove them, you just drag and drop. So I don't want my grades there, so I'm gonna drag it. But in reality, I want my grades to show up for the students to be able to access or have access to their grades. So the facilitator of the Canvas training told us to just limit it to 4. And she said just have home, announcements, discussions, and modules, and then remove everything else. It's up to you what you would like to add, but I do suggest that you remove some things like files, pages, outcomes, collaborations. All of those things are not really necessary for a student to see or even have access to. So I removed it from mine. Once you do that, don't forget to go down and click save, because if you don't click save, they won't disappear. All right, so now that we've taken care of your navigation, let's find out what a module is. So just a quick FYI, until you publish a module and until you create an assignment, it will not be visible to a student. But because I've created an announcement, I've created a module, my students will be able to see all of these. So I'm clicking student view. So they're able to see all of these because I've created them. But in some of our courses, you won't be able to see that. So it won't populate. I'm going to leave student view and head back to finding out what a module is. A module is kind of like a subsidy of a course, I guess. So for me, I created one module and I labeled it bell ringers. I have another module that my teachers and scholars are able to see. Not my teachers, my parents and scholars are able to see on their end. Course description and how do you feel about Canvas? This will be their first bell ringer for after when we go in, they'll have a survey. All right, so my time is winding down, and I hope this helps. I'll add the timestamps to the PowerPoint presentation that I'll send out to you. Well, that I'll project at the professional development, and if you need to revisit, feel free to do so. All right, and I'll also share a Google link so that you'll be able to access the PowerPoint that I'll be using to facilitate the discussion tomorrow. All righty, I hope this helps and you enjoy your day.